everyone, welcome to the channel. We're going to be looking at the energy that is giving you your strength and your power at the moment, okay? So definitely needing that at the moment, heading into the Mercury retrograde, all right? That is coming up on the 9th. So definitely utilizing as much of your inner power and strength as you can. As always, timestamps will be in the description box. Make sure you subscribe. Also leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. Today I'm using the romantic lenormand, and we're going to sort of get straight on into it, starting off today with our Aries. Okay, Aries, where are you drawing your strength and power from at the moment? Aries, your strength and power, the strength and power of our Aries, please. We have the bouquet. All right, so this is asking you to just give a little bit more of your time, your love, your energy to others at the moment. The more that you're giving, the more that you actually will start receiving back from the universe at this time. It's actually a really good time for you to be giving gifts to people and things like that as well. But the flowers, the bouquet, it's all about, even if that gift is a bunch of flowers you've pinched from the gardens as you're walking past. We all love some romance, right? But it's really about giving people your time and your energy, and people just wanting that. And I'm picking up the word reassurance. Someone wanting your reassurance here, Aries. And there's a lot of power. You're holding power in the way that you are giving and receiving at the moment as well, because with giving there is also receiving. Okay, so especially for those of you where you are very aware of the areas of your life where you are receiving the most, give a little bit more to those things, and you'll keep on receiving that good stuff. Okay, a lot of strength for you from being able to give of yourself selflessly at the moment, Aries. It's kind of that I'm getting this energy of not understanding how much power and strength that actually gives you until you actually go ahead and do that and realize what a difference it makes for you. It doesn't even matter what you're giving to others around you, whether it's time, love, energy, actual gifts. There's something in there that it makes you feel more fulfilled, more whole, more strong within your own self to be able to give those things to others at this time, Aries. Okay, so that's what we have for you. Make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading, and we will move on over to Taurus. Taurus, where is Taurus's strength and power coming from? The Taurus strength and power, please. Okay, Taurus, the ship energy. Okay, so this is all about travel. This is about, embarking on the journey, whether that be a journey within your own self or actually, making the effort to travel to somebody that may be a little bit further away, those sorts of things. The more that you're embracing travel and just sort of getting out of the house and putting your feet on the ground and moving really is a forward motion movement there that you are getting a lot of strength and power from doing so at the moment. I do feel for some of you here, Taurus, there is this energy of recollection of travel. So if you have been on some significant, trips and things like that, even just the recollection of those gives you power as you're moving through your day. So they're very, very important there as well. It's really sort of helping guide you in a way where it's that inner compass energy coming through as well, that if you're feeling like you need a little bit of extra guidance, movement is really helping you this week. Okay, Taurus, all full sail ahead is what's coming through for you there. So a lot of strength and power coming for you in the movements that you're making, the actions that you're taking, the getting, like I said, feet on the pavement and moving forward. For some of you, maybe even actual travel as well. Sometimes it does talk about things to do with the water and actual boating as well. So for some of you, there may be, a lot of power to be gained from, water activities like boating at the moment as well. You've got a lot of strength and power in that arena. Okay, export, import stuff as well coming through, just tagging on the end there, Taurus. a lot of strength and power for you in importation and exportation, overseas connections at the minute. All right, but that's what we've got for you. Make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. Subscribe, and we will move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, where is Gemini getting their strength and power at the minute? Gemini, strength and power energy for Gemini. Gemini, ooh, the fish. I love that because that is your card as well, Gemini. It does quite link up with Pisces and Aquarius as well, but it is your card. Okay, so you hold all the power over your own self at the moment, Gemini, and the abundance and the wealth that you create within your own self is what is really giving you your power right now. For a lot of you, this is material world stuff, like focusing on money and your work and things like that. But, abundance can be a lot more than just money. It's really about thinking about the things that make you feel fulfilled in this world in some kind of a way. And you are actually gaining a lot of strength and power from, the pursuit of those things. Even if you feel as though you're having to sort of swim upstream, that phrasing is coming through here, that swimming upstream and being willing to put in the work and willing to put in the money. For some of you, fronting up the money is coming through here as well. But that's where your true strength and your true power lies, and that's where you will find your fulfillment. But it's all coming from you yourself. So strong manifestation energy for you as well, Gemini. Make sure you do leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading, of course. Subscribe, and we will move on over to our Cancer. All right. Okay, Cancer. Cancer. Where is Cancer getting their strength and power from? The Cancer strength and power energy, please. Okay, Cancer. We see the bear coming through for you. So your boundaries, the bear by itself is a very strong, powerful energy. So your energy is, kind of supercharged at the moment, Cancer, with strength and power and confidence as well. But it's all got to do with the way that you're, protecting the things that matter to you, nurturing those things that do matter to you, and putting up nice little boundaries around them in order to protect them. We're not talking about giant big walls to protect yourself, because then we move into defensive territory, which we don't need to be doing that. It's about having healthy boundaries. All right. So your strength at the moment is really coming from the healthy boundaries that you're setting between yourself and others, not allowing people to sort of, take advantage of your vulnerabilities. You're protecting yourself in a way that you're, letting those vulnerabilities be shown when necessary, when you're with somebody that you can trust and you're confident in that person. You're nurturing those vulnerabilities in a way where you can allow them out, but you're not, you are protecting them from those that may seek to take advantage of those things as well. So you're in a very balanced energy, Cancer. I really like that for you. So really, don't be afraid to roar when people do try to, push those boundaries on this week as well, Cancer. You're a little bear this week, a teddy bear or a raw rip your face off kind of bear. The decision is up to, how far people want to push those boundaries, really. So you protect yourself, you nurture yourself, but it's all about the healthy boundaries. Okay, don't go too far one way or the other. All right, Cancer. But make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Leos. Leo. Strength and power energy for Leo. Where is Leo's true strength and power coming from? Okay, Leo. Ooh, the Stork energy for you, Leo. I want to say straight away with this card, Leo, a lot of your power at the moment is coming from stirring the shit out of people, okay? Stirring up those things and making people confront issues, okay? It's coming through very muchly like you're poking the bear, you're stirring things up, that need to be stirred up, things that haven't really been maybe addressed. And as soon as that's sort of because you kind, it's kind of like you've already tried doing it the nice way. You've already tried doing it 5 million different nice ways. But now is time for you to stir the shit. Stir the shit and try something new. It's new ideas, new perspectives coming through for you at this time. So really embracing any new ideas that you are having, because they are really helping you get things moving in your life. But that's what this is all really about. It's about movement and change. All right, and that's why you're stirring things up here, Leo, so that we can get things, get the ball rolling. We're not going to accept that stagnant energy anymore. We're going to do what is necessary to get that ball rolling, even if the shit hits the fan once I stir it. We're stirring the pot a little bit this week, Leo, and don't be ashamed to do so, because it's a new perspective. It brings around new energy, new opinions, new ideas on how to face things and how to deal with things in your life. So even if you're not stirring up other people, stir up yourself. All right, because it's really shifting the energy and getting things moving, and really embracing the changes and transitions that you need to be facing at the moment there, Leo. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements. Leave a comment, though, so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. Subscribe, of course, and we will move on over to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo. What's the strength and power of the Virgo collective? Where is Virgo getting their strength and power from? Virgo power. For some reason, it's telling me horsepower, but Virgo power, like it's saying the same word. It's like overlapping the word horse with Virgo. So I'm getting Virgo power, which you do seem to have a lot of at the moment, Virgo. We have the garden coming through for you here. Okay, so the garden is all about being seen and, getting out and pushing the envelope a little bit here, compromising but pushing the envelope, meeting each other, meeting other people halfway, but not sacrificing your needs and wants in the process here. This can be, going out on dates and things like that. So if you have anything like that planned, whether it be meeting up with friends or an actual date, you do have a lot of strength and power to make that work in your favor. Business meetings, things along those lines as well. You really have the power to get those things moving in your favor at the moment here. It's all about, outdoor energy definitely coming through for you, Virgo. A lot of strength and power coming to you from the, just being outdoors and getting out of the house and being out and being sociable, going to events, accepting invitations, just being seen by, your greater social group, by random people, by your colleagues, going to all those sorts of things where you're going to be seen, and people are going to, see that Virgo power for what it is at the moment there, Virgo. A lot of strength for you in the social aspects this week. Okay, so for some of you, that's social media as well, all right? But make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Libras. Okay, Libra. Where is Libra's strength and power energy? All right, looking for the Libra strength and power. Libra. Ooh, the stars. Your power, your true power, I want to say confidence this week is coming from, the wishes, the goals that you're setting for yourself. All right, so you're sort of shooting for the stars, you're dreaming big, and you know that those things are going to happen for you, regardless of how insane they may seem to everybody else. You really are dreaming big. It's kind of giving, what's that? There used to be a movie, and it's like, build it and they will come. It was like a phrase to connect it. I can't even remember what movie it was. It was a very old one. But it's like you build it and they will come. So you're building the dream, and then you know that it will come and things will fall into place for you to move towards those dreams and those goals. You've got a lot of hope, and optimism is really a strong strength for you this week, Libra. Okay, so make sure you are, being hopeful, because I feel like, pardon, I do feel like here that the more optimism that you have that things are going to work out the way that you desire them to, the more they will. This is manifestation 101, all right? That you're envisioning those goals already as yours, and they really then become yours. Okay, so I do feel that there's something specific here for someone. It's about, the goal that you have in mind, but it's about the optimism. The more optimism that you have for things just in general this week. It's like if you hope something, it's like you're hoping so much that you can have a certain result, a certain outcome with a situation, that the more optimism and hope that you have for that, the more it actually makes you able to then take a chance to make that happen the way you want it to. So I do pick up on some of you here needing to, there's something about you taking a chance because you've got optimism and hope on your side. It works out. Okay. And the risk pays off. So it's not telling me specific. I feel like for some of you here, it's like you have this wish, this desire for a specific person or something along those lines, to be in your life. And because I just keep hearing a lot of phrasing around, like there's a lot going on in your mind about this too, but you're wanting a certain outcome. You're kind of like, I hope I haven't messed up my chance. I wish that, that could be something amazing, and it can. You just need to keep up the hope and the optimism. So that's a very, very random side message there for some of the Libras, but that's what we have for you. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading, of course. And we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, where is the Scorpio strength and power coming from today, or this week, this month? Scorpio, your true strength and power. The clouds. Okay, so this talks about the thoughts that are going through your head, but this is, especially when we're so close still to that full moon, we're moving into retrograde. This is kind of really, it's a bit of a warning that you need to use your power for good, Scorpio. That because the clouds can very easily tip over into overthinking all the negative consequences, and thoughts spiraling around our head, and then making things anxiety and depression and all those sorts of things coming up when we do that. But this is kind of really talking about looking for the silver lining, and your strength really lies at the moment, your true power really lies in the way that you are controlling your thoughts and stopping your thoughts from the overthinking and the spiraling thoughts, the negative thoughts. You're really able to pull it back in at the moment. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is something that you maybe haven't been able to do in the past. This is kind of like a new thing where you're able to call yourself out just within your own headspace here, that when I hear that thought where I'm beating myself up or I'm saying mean things to myself, and all of a sudden I've got this other little voice popping in going, no, how about we think about a different thing? How about we, reword that so we can find the positive rather than just focusing on the negatives? And this is really your true power, and it's giving you a lot of strength at the moment, that you are able to, have this power over the way that you're thinking about things right now. So if you are struggling with those sorts of things, really know that you do have the power of the power. It's like the power of manifestation as well is blended in here, but it's very much like the power is all within you yourself. That if you don't like those thoughts, that what that little voice is telling you, that you have the power and the strength right now to throw that little voice out and make a new one, and really start believing those positive things so that you can have the positive things. Okay, Scorpio, so a bit of a thought shift for you this week, a perspective shift, and you're really looking for the silver lining in the clouds. You're looking for the soft and fluffy thoughts rather than those hard storm clouds. You're sick of those. We've had enough of those storm clouds. We want the soft, fluffy little clouds that look like little bunny rabbits and stars and love hearts in the sky. So you're allowing the sun to peek through the clouds this week and really changing the way that you're thinking. And it's really really, really going to be a solid strength for you to have that control over yourself, because it then becomes a strength, a power that you do have. Okay. And I'm also picking up here, Scorpio, that you also have the ability, with you being able to do that for yourself, you now also have the ability to really help pull other people out of their negative thoughts as well. So you may be giving advice to people and helping other people shift their perspective and think more positive thoughts for themselves as well. So it's having this flow-on effect to others around you as well, which is lovely. Pardon. A lot of strength, a lot of power in that. The more that we help others from the things that we have learned, the more that we can actually, use those lessons to help others, the more strength we then gain from that initial thing. Okay, so I love that for you, Scorpio. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. The strength and power Sagittarius is seeking. The energy for Sagittarius's strength and power, please. The Tower. I feel like a lot of you are not going to like this, to be honest, Sagittarius. The Tower talks about traditional structure and the foundation of who you are. So, but this is actually your strength at the moment, is kind of like sticking to the rules. So I feel like a lot of you aren't going to like that, like hearing that. But that's actually, where you're working best this sort of week or month, is really sticking to the structure that is already set. All right. And for some of you here, you are, isolation and fortitude come through with this card as well. Taking care of governmental, legal issues, very, very strong energy in those sorts of things for you there as well, Sagittarius. But it's traditional energy, and it's very, for some of you, it's very isolated, like Fortress of Solitude kind of energy. That's where you're getting your strength from, taking the time to yourself to really think things through and think about, okay, well, how do I need to approach this? What's the best, the most traditional way to approach this situation that I know, or I already know that works, that yields good results. So I'm going to stick to that structure that I know works. All right. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of fighting against that, but it's working for you. That's where your true power. I don't know why I keep stumbling on words for your particular portion of the reading here as well, Sagittarius, because maybe that's why we're seeing the isolation factor come through, because, if you're not sticking to that structure, then you start stumbling on your words and you start, mixing things up and it's just, it just kind of doesn't work right. There's just something about that where, the more that you're trying to just free flow it, the less that it works for you. The more that you stick to the structure and the plan, the better it works for you. Okay. And I'm really, really struggling to speak here. So isolation may actually be really good for you, because you're kind of using that isolation to make the plan that you then can stick to. All right. So, working independently at the minute towards your goals, but really working out the structure and the steps that are needing to be taken. Okay. Traditional aspects definitely need to be taken into consideration, because, you can utilize them to your strength at the moment. Okay. So even though I can still feel you fighting against it. Okay. But even though you're trying to fight against it, that's where your true power is right now. So, you know, I feel like a lot of you are going to still keep fighting against it. And the more that you fight against it, the more you will realize that, hang on, if I go back to the original plan, why all of a sudden does that work? You know, and you kind of have that roll your eyes at me moment where you're like, yeah, okay, but I know it works. I know I got to stick to it. This is not the time to be, you know, trying brand new ways of dealing with things. I should just stick to the plan, stick to what works. All right. So that's what we have for you, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. I will move on over to our Capricorns. Still getting tongue-tied there. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn. The Capricorn energy of strength and power. The strength and power for our Capricorns, please. I'm not surprised, Capricorn. You guys are a powerhouse unto your own, right? We have the Mountain coming through, which is the Capricorn card. So your true strength and your true power lies in staying true to you. Being yourself at the moment, Capricorn, you know, persevering, being determined, putting in the hard work, even though you know that, you know, it can create, you're like this immovable force, Capricorn, and it can actually create this intimidating obstacle for others when they come across your energy. And that's actually where your power and your strength is at the moment, is in the fact that you don't budge. You don't budge. As much as anyone tries to throw you off, you're not moving. You're a mountain. I'm not going to move. You need to put in the work to climb that mountain if you want to, you know, show me that you can do the work. I'm Capricorn. I know I can do the work. You got to show me that you can do the work to climb that mountain if you want to get to the top with me. All right? So don't budge, Capricorn. That's where your true strength and power is at the moment. To persevere, to put in the work, continue doing that. I feel like that's something I don't even really need to tell you guys. You just continue being you. And I do keep getting being true to you as well. All right. So even when it feels like you're creating delays or you're creating obstacles or problems or blockages for others, you don't need to budge. You're standing strong in your power, standing strong, tall, firm in your power. If other people want to get on top of that mountaintop with you, Capricorn, they need to put in the work too. You're doing it. You're climbing that mountain all by yourself. If other people want to join you there, that is up to them. That is their issue, not a you issue. All right? Maybe it's a skill issue for some of them. Okay, I'm just getting these random things popping up here, Capricorn, but it's being very true to you. You know, the mountain doesn't change itself to suit the trees. No, it doesn't shift and change to suit the trees. It perseveres. It stands there over eons. You know, it doesn't move. So sometimes, you know, sometimes there's things that happen that can change the mountain's landscape slightly, you know, like a volcano or a landslide. Sometimes those things happen, but the mountain remains solid underneath all of that. There's still a lot of solid, persevering energy underneath all of that, no matter if it has an avalanche and loses half of its snow, or you know, a landslide and loses, you know, an extra cliff face. It's still there. It's still there, standing strong. Even if it blows its top at like a volcano. Do you know what? That's even better, because then it hardens and creates a tougher exterior for it. So, you know, Capricorn, you've got the strength and power already, all within you yourself, okay? So stop, I want to say, stop telling yourself that you don't, because you are stronger than you give yourself credit for, all right? So stand tall and strong in that power, because you've got it in spades, Capricorn. That's what we have for you. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. And we will move on over to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, strength and power. Where is Aquarius gaining their strength and power from? Ooh. We have the crossroad coming through for you, Aquarius. I do have a second one that wanted to come out here as well. We have the heart. I feel like that's kind of, it's giving us those directions. You can kind of see here with the crossroad that we see the being pulled in different directions. But ultimately, this is the card of free will, Aquarius. Okay, so you have the power of choice at the moment. Okay, but we also have the heart. Sometimes these fight against each other. Okay, because we have free will and then we have following your heart. We have love. They're actually working for you at the moment. And that's your true power at the moment here, Aquarius, is to follow your heart, to trust the path of your heart. Choose your heart. Choose love above all. That is where your true power lies. Making the decision, conscious decision, maybe, to choose love. I choose love. I choose love over fear. I choose love over hate. Yeah, it might be scary, but do you know what? I choose it. I use my free will to choose love. That is your true strength right now, Aquarius. Okay, so that's your path right now. That's where your free will and your intuition are both trying to take you. I feel you're in balance. Your free will and your intuition are in balance. Maybe for once, it feels like a lot of the time we feel pulled in different directions with this crossroads card. But you already know exactly the answer for you because it's the answer that draws your heart. It's the answer that your heart feels drawn to the most. The answer with love for yourself. That's your true power at the moment, Aquarius, is choosing love above all. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You more than welcome to check other placements, of course. Make sure you do leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Okay, show us the strength and power of our Pisces. Pisces, strength and power energy, please. Child. We have the child card. Okay, so your true strength and power. For some of you, this is your actual child. All right, so you're maybe leaning on maybe an adult child. I feel for some of you, you may be leaning a little bit on an adult child to sort of help you find your strength and your power at this current time. But ultimately, for majority of you, this is, childlike energy. This is choosing new beginnings. This is starting new adventures. This is, choosing to look at life with innocence in your eyes, with that inner child, having fun and just enjoying life, going on adventures, going, when I grow up, I'm going to be an astronaut, or I'm going to be this, or I'm going to be that. You've got this hope, this oh, life could be so amazing kind of energy that you're utilizing at the moment. And that is really where your power truly lies, is with your inner child. So allowing that playful side of yourself out at the moment, Pisces, really is going to lead you in the right directions for yourself at the moment. That's really your strength at the moment, is bringing the fun into the situation. All right. I do feel that for a lot of you here, Pisces, this is having a very, very flow-on effect as well, that this is helping situations around you because you're hyped up, fun, light-hearted energy is having that flow-on effect onto others, and you're bringing the fun to the situation. You're giving other people the perspective of, do you know what? Things could actually work out really awesomely. That innocence of childhood, that no, things might not go wrong, they might go good. Like it could be really exciting. It's just part of the adventure. Let's get going and see. You know, I'm kind of getting a very Blues Clues kind of, let's go. Check this, I don't know what that is about, Pisces. That might mean something to someone there. I'm just getting a very hyped up kind of energy coming through here where that's actually pushing others around you and therefore solving situations around you, because your energy and the impact that you're having is helping remove negativity around you as well. All right. So go nuts, go crazy, go do something fun just for the sake of it, Pisces. You know, go on the swings, go down the slide, go show people that it doesn't matter. Life is here to be lived. That's your true strength and power at the moment, Pisces, is to enjoy the ride, enjoy the adventure. Come what may, right? All right, but that's what we have for you, Pisces. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.